Well, this is a little bit weird, isn't it? It looks like a horror film. My cameras they're terrible. But I just kind of want to talk about where I've been the past week. Also face reveal. I know that I already did the PC building face reveal, but I'm gonna start off the whole PC building instant. That's what I'm gonna call it. So right at like 2 weeks ago, we did this big stream. I'll flash it like right here. And this whole stream was supposed to be big face reveal, and then I built the PC, happy ending, but it didn't go very smooth, and everything was like going like really good. And then out of nowhere, I snapped something. So I'm putting all the fans in, everything's good, motherboard, it's great, everything is perfect. And then I feel a snap, and something broke on the fan. So I used these Fantech fans. But like, what's so great about these Fantech fans is they go together. At the end of it, because they're so customizable, you stick a little power cable at the end. It's like this size, and you go. And I snapped it. And you can see my face on the live stream. I kind of panicked. We cannot break this. Oh, cool. Oh, guys, it's broke. Wait, I actually might have just broke it. After I snapped the cable, and I was like, oh, this is one of my fans gone. I'm gone. Now I can't put in my beautiful AIO, and you can see my face. So then I go into panic mode. I'm trying to keep my chill, and I'm like, okay, we can fix this. So we go get freaking like hot glue, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna fix it. And we try to hot glue it together, and you can see my passion for the project slowly like lowering as I know that it's kind of over with, and I'm screwed. It's gone. And I don't think God wanted me to get this PC done, because I'm telling you, this whole like fiasco, this was insane. The last 2 weeks of my life has been, okay, I wouldn't say bad, but it hasn't been great, and nothing has been going, as well as I thought it would. And the whole PC thing, it didn't really go like as smooth as I thought it would. So my JB, he goes home. He's like the dude with me, but he goes home. I walk back in my room, and I just lay in bed for a solid like 30 minutes, and it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just laying in bed looking at the ceiling, and I'm like, oh no, PC, it's over, it's gone, no more PC. Now I have to spend $180 on another freaking like AIO, and I was like, I'm totally screwed right now. It's over. It's gone. And then I have this beautiful idea, and I'm like, wait, what if I just see what happens? I'm gonna march back up those stairs, and I'm gonna see what I can do. And at this point, it's about 11:30, 11:40, and I'm still kind of panicked, because I wanted to get this PC done, because I was like, okay, well now since I don't have this PC, I'm gonna be out for a freaking week. I'm screwed. No more videos. I look so stupid. I told everyone I knew how to build a PC, and look where we're at. It's gone. PC's not working. People are gonna think I'm a nerd. I can't have everybody on the internet know that either. But so I go back upstairs, and I start trying to troubleshoot, and I'm like, screw it. I'll just install the other fans. Then after that, I'll buy the part, and then next week I'll build it. I'll be out of videos for a week, but who cares? It's fine. I've been uploading pretty consistent this month, kinda. We've been doing like good enough, I think. And then I open up one of my fan packs, and I'm like, oh my gosh. There's another fan cable. Yeah. Because it's Fantech, and they all use the exact same little power cable I was talking to you about. And I was like, oh my god, this is great. This means that if I can just use this clip and I put it in the AIO thing, I'm good. It's gonna work. The AIO is back. We're receiving power. We're gonna be good. So I grab the cable out, and I'm like, okay, it's time to do this. And I go, and I hear, what? I broke another one. I broke a second one. I broke the second power cable. And now I'm like, oh great, well, now I'm out 2 fans. I'm out my AIO, and I am out my exhaust fan for the back. So I'm a little bit more panicked. All that panic has turned into rage. And I go back downstairs, and I go to bed. Well, now it's Sunday, and I start looking online, and I'm looking up where I can buy these power cables at. And you can't buy them anywhere. Nobody sells them. Amazon don't sell them. Best Buy don't sell them. Fantechs, they don't even sell them. So I go to like Reddit forums and stuff, and I'm looking, and I see one guy comment, and he was like, yeah, I broke like 3 of my power cables, but there was 2 power cables in the 3-pack. And I said, wow, that's pretty lucky, because I have 2 3-packs. Which means I have 4 cables total. So now we have AIO cable, exhaust cable, freaking bottom fans, and the front intake fan. So we're perfect. We're so golden. Ponyboy has never been so happy in his entire life. We're completely fine now. So now I have 1 cable for each. This just means that I can't screw it up. And let me tell you, I was not gonna screw it up. I put all my focus in this. I started watching videos. There's not many videos on, you know, how to do that. Though also, like, the little manual thing it gives you, it sucks. The manual's trash. It's so bad. You've never seen a manual so bad. They're not specific at all, and half of it is in Spanish. I can't read Spanish. I know Espanol and Taco. I put all my focus into connecting this into the AIO, and I put all my focus. I have like South Park going on TV, so you know it's good. It's good, and I put the thing on, and I hear a click. I'll let you guess what happened. I broke a third one. I broke a third cable, and now I'm more panicked because it's like God keeps giving me chances, and I keep messing it up. I don't understand. I don't understand how I keep doing this. So now I go back to Reddit. I see people saying, "Oh yeah, I broke a lot too. They suck. I'll just email them." So I call tech support and I say, "Hi guys. Well, I kind of broke something," and the dude was really chill. I hated Fantech, so I loved Fantech when I saw like the look of the fans. And then I hated them after I broke the first cable. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's my fault. And then I broke the second one, and I was like, okay, well, it's probably still my fault. But, you know, the cables kind of suck. And by the third one, I am not happy at all. And it's probably still my fault, but I hate Fantech. So I call the company, and I say, I need replacements. And they say, okay, the dude on the phone, he's really chill. Fantech support is the best support that I've ever dealt with in my entire life. Their support was very good. They told me to email and like give like proof of all the products I bought. So I said, okay, that works. I'll do that. So I emailed them very specific. Let me read you my email. I kind of want to show you guys how amazing I was. Also got the email today that my fan cables are coming in right now. So let me read you guys my email. So I said, geez, I'm so professional. I said I purchased the Glacier One 360 D30, 2 of the D31 20mm fans, and 1 D31mm fan. Then I told him, I was like, this is how many cables I have in total. I broke 3 of them. I need more cables. And at the end, I said thank you, so that they wouldn't make me. I don't want them to be like, dang, this guy's a freaking jerk. And then I sent him like proof of everything. So now I have 3 cables left, and I'm like, screw it. I'll have my dad see if he can do it. I honestly, I'm like, I don't think he can do it. And my dad was like, I can do it. And I said, no, you can't. And he did it. He did it all 3 times. God bless that man. God bless him. He snapped all 3 of those in perfectly. All 3 times. And I was like, my God, what can't this guy do? It's like that dad power. I don't understand it either. But I'm very appreciative that he could do it. I install all my fans. Also, I have this big fiasco on like which way the fans are facing. I'm trying to think on what day I'm at. Oh yeah. Okay, so on Sunday, after I break the cable and I get really mad and I send the email, I'm done with it for the day. And I said I don't want to deal with this anymore. So now we're on to Monday. Now I have work on Monday, but before work, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at this a little bit. I have everything installed except for the fans, so I'm gonna turn this on and I'm gonna see if it works. And I try turning it on, and the screen on the case, it's not showing any display. And also there is this red dot on my motherboard, and it's flashing red, and then it stops and stays red. And as I do that, it's time to go to work. So now I have to leave for work, and all I can think about is this big red dot that was on my motherboard, and I was like, well, I've built some before. I don't know what that dot is, but the teacher in my PC building class, he taught me the red dot's bad. I go to work, and at work, all I'm thinking about is this red dot. So I start looking it up, and everyone online is saying that red dot is like for your CPU, and I'm like, oh my God. So then like I'm at work on the register, watching the VOD back from that Saturday, and I'm trying to see if I put the CPU in right, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm still like insanely scared. And then I start getting chills like I have never even felt before. I am so cold. So I put on a sweatshirt and I am like freezing. I start turning pale. I get a headache. I start feeling sick, and I'm like, oh no. Oh God. It is December 23rd. Christmas is in 2 days. I better not be getting sick. And also, I have work on the 24th. It's gonna be insanely busy. I can't leave them hanging. So I am scared the whole entire shift, and on and off, I am looking at stuff about this red dot on my motherboard, and everybody's saying it's CPU, and I'm like, oh great. I messed up the CPU by turning it on for a couple seconds, and it got too hot. That wouldn't happen if it's only on for a couple seconds like I did. But now I'm very scared. So So I get home and I'm not feeling great. So I check my temperature. I am 104 degrees. What? And I run low. So I was actually 105 degrees with a fever. And I was like, oh no. Well, this is awesome. Well, I guess I'm not going into work tomorrow. So I took a bunch of medicine and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna sleep it off. I wake up the next day, did not sleep it off. It went down, but it was still 104 degrees. So I was basically on my deathbed. Called off of work at like 9 a.m. And I was like, guys, I'm really sorry. I said, I'm actually so sorry. I can't do this today. This is actually so bad for me. And I'm laying in bed and I got up 4 times that day. The entire day, I got up 4 times. And while I'm laying in bed, all I can think about was that red dot on my motherboard and how screwed I am. I'm home alone and I stand up for like the first time of the day, and it feels like in Wall-E when those fat guys like try to stand for the first time, the obese people, because I'm like hobbling I'm like this. I'm gonna do like a demonstration for you of like what it looked like. I was like this. I was going. I'm not even joking. It was that rough, and I was hobbling, trying to get to the stairs, because I thought, oh my god, what if I forgot to turn my computer off, or if I forgot to plug it, like I forgot to turn the power off, and my CPU is fried, and I hobble my morbidly obese self up the stairs, and I power the PC on, and the red light comes on, and I look, the red dot is next to VGA. This is great. So I start like looking stuff up on what this could mean. Basically, it comes down to people have been saying that the 4070 Super graphics card, which is what I have, it has VGA problems, and apparently it's not good enough for the company to fix. What was that noise? That was scary. But it's apparently it's not good enough for the company to fix. So now I just have to deal with this freaking VGA light. There's no way to fix it. They're like, update the BIOS. I go to Reddit. People on Reddit, they have updated the BIOS. Nothing's happening. So I go and I try to recover. I'm still laying in bed, sick as a dog. I look terrible. I look like one of the thumb people on like Spy Kids. I don't look good. And my family, it's towards the night, and they have to go to a Christmas party, and they leave me behind, which is okay, because at that Christmas party you have to sit on Santa Claus's lap in front of my whole family of 50 plus, and you have to sing Christmas songs alone, and then they post it on Facebook. I'm not joking, this is real. This is why I hate Christmas. But I get to skip out on this, and they're all asking where I'm at. My dad gets home and he said, Santa Claus missed you, and I'm like, well, that's fine, because I did not miss him. And then I go to bed, and next day is Christmas. I'm fine on Christmas. Fever went away, so God is good all the time, even when he doesn't want me to get my PC done. So now we're gonna skip to the day after Christmas, which is Thursday, December 26th, 2024. I'm eager to get back to the PC, because it felt like when you're at like a Chinese buffet and you see the egg rolls and they're bringing them out, but you can't go get them yet, because you have to like wait for them to bring them out. So I was pretty like eager to get back to building the PC, and I said, okay, well, I have 3 cords left. I have the AIO plugged in, intake fans, and I have some bottom exhaust fans. So now all I have to do is when my cables come in, then I'll plug in the back. But I was like, I can get it running with all the stuff that I have done. So I plug in all my fans, and I get it all set up, turn it on. Still don't have RGB hooked up, because I was like really scared on how to do it, because I didn't know if I need I bought a fan hub from Corsair, and let me tell you, big waste of money, because my fans were compatible. Even if I did plug in the fans and the RGB, I couldn't even, control the fans, because it has to be a Corsair product. So I'm trying to figure out like ways how to like distribute like the power among like all the fans and the RGB and all that stuff. So after all the fans are plugged in, I turn it on. The fans work, and I am so happy. I am insanely happy. You have no idea how happy I am. So I was like, okay, I'll install like Windows tonight, and I can like start installing games. Well, I go and I start to install Windows. Also, I am stupid, and I bought Windows for $200. There are sites, and you can get it for like $25. I was just scared of getting scammed, and I spent 200 smackaroons on that hoe. Think about that. What I'm looking at my monitors right now is $200 for Windows 11 Pro. What? I buy the thing. So then like I get to this thing, and it says connect to Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi, and I'm like, okay, well, why is there not Wi-Fi? And I can't get it to work. So I go downstairs, and I go all the way down to my basement, just so I can like unplug the router. I come back upstairs, my little like motor, or like I don't know what it's called. It's the little like tower thing. It's upstairs. It's flashing blue, but there's no Wi-Fi still. So I go back downstairs to the basement again, and I press reset. I pressed reset on my router. For those of you that don't know, pressing reset on your router, not a smart idea. No, it resets everything. Like it's kind of in the name, reset. So basically, what I did without knowing it was I totally brought down the Wi-Fi. I reset the password. I reset the IP, and I go back upstairs because at this point I don't know that. And now my little tower, instead of flashing blue, it's flashing red. Now there's no internet in the entire house. Every router is flashing red, and it's past midnight. So Friday rolls around, everybody wakes up, and everyone's wondering, why is there no internet? I was like, oh, I don't know, it wasn't working last night. Lo and behold, I broke it. I broke the internet, and I did not tell anybody this. Still, I hope they never watch this. So my parents spend all day trying to troubleshoot the Wi-Fi and trying to make it work. It does not work. And Saturday rolls around, and they have to call the Wi-Fi guy, and he gets the Wi-Fi working again. We're all good. Balance has been restored to the force. We're good again. Wi-Fi is back. At this point, I already have my RGB plugged in. I'll flash a little video of it right here. When that turned on, I wanted to cry. I'm not even joking. I went downstairs screaming at my mom to come look. So now the PC is done, apart from one exhaust fan in the back, and I can't really do anything, because also, at one point, I didn't even mention this, but after I installed my fans, I had to flip around two of my intake fans, because I had them facing the wrong way, because it turns out, when I sent the invoice to the people, I realized that I bought reverse versions of every single one of my fans. So on like a normal fan, the face of the fan, which is like the not ugly part, air goes out. So if this is the pretty side of the fan, it goes like this. On a reverse fan, if this is the pretty side, then it's intake, so it goes whoosh. Air goes this way, and it goes in through the back side and then like out through the front side, so that you don't have to look at the ugly side. And I accidentally bought the reverse of every single fan apart from my AIO. And I also noticed that when I turned it on for the first time, I was like, it's blowing kind of weird. But I was like, oh, it's probably fine. And I looked in the box. Turns out I'm just stupid. And they put a little sticker that said I bought reversed. So now the PC's done. I pulled the PC downstairs to my bedroom here where it's at now, and I start hooking everything up, all the cable management. It's all good. And then I have to go back to install Windows, because I don't have Wi-Fi upstairs still, just because the Wi-Fi is not making it upstairs because the tower is not working. They had to come back a second time to like change the tower out, because apparently I broke it that bad, and nobody knows yet. I haven't told anybody. Now it's downstairs, and I get to the Wi-Fi part, and it's not working. And I'm like, oh no. Why is this not working? Why is the Wi-Fi not working? I am like above the router. The router's in my basement, but it's like I'm sitting above it right now. If I like fell to the floor right now, that antenna would go up my cheeks. And I don't have an Ethernet cord, so I can't do that. So I go back online. How could I fix this? And it turns out I come to the conclusion that I need a driver. So I go to like the Gigabyte website, which is that's the motherboard I have is Gigabyte, and I start going to their drivers you can download, because you have to download it onto a USB, and then you plug it in your computer, and then it's like a little file, and you just tap that. So I say, oh, this one's Wi-Fi, and it's brand new. So I run upstairs, and I do all that stuff. I come back downstairs, I plug in the little USB, and it says, no driver found. And I'm like, what? I just downloaded this driver. Why isn't this gonna work? I don't understand. So I'm like, oh, maybe I downloaded the wrong one. So I run back upstairs, and I come back with another driver. It doesn't work either. And I'm like, why aren't these working? And I went through every single driver. I started downloading like 5 drivers at a time, and I've tried probably dead near every single driver on that Gigabyte forum, and none of them worked. So I go back to Reddit. Reddit is your best friend. There's a lot of weird people on there, but there is a lot of helpful tips on there too. That's not just like Beldafin. But this guy says, well, it's not going to work. You have to go into the back door. And I'm like, what's that mean? There's no door on my computer. How am I supposed to go through the back door? I don't have a key. If you press Shift F10, I'm pretty sure it was, and it brings you up this little menu. It's like this little, it's a command prompt. And you have to use a command prompt to go into the back door that helps you open files. And then you have to select it through opening those files to the back door. What? Nobody's ever told me this. It's not on any website apart from Reddit. Why? Why does this not work, and why has nobody told me about this? So I ended up doing that. It works. And now I'm happy because I can continue with the rest of the stuff. That was a good hour and a half fiasco. And I get everything set up on the computer. I think, okay, this is the end of my problems. It's not the end of my problems. This is what I'm saying. God did not want me to finish this build. He did not want me to make this video that's happening right now. Because I plug in all the cables. Now all of a sudden, my RGB, it won't work. And I remember sitting in this chair, and I was just looking at the floor, and I was like, Why me? Why is this happening to me? Seriously, I thought I'd done everything right at this point. I have to make a video. I gotta get something out. I'm like 2 weeks in. I'm kind of screwed right now. So then like I turned the PC off and then I try to turn it back on and it won't turn on. And I was like, oh no, I broke something. I fried the motherboard. It's screwed right now. The PC's broken. And then I gave it like an hour and out of nowhere it just turned on. And I haven't had any problems like that ever since. Also, when I would turn it off, my, like, microphone and all that stuff, like, the lights and, like, my speakers and microphone would still be on, and they are bright as F, and I really didn't want to look at that all night. So I went to the BIOS, and I was trying to fix it, and, I switched on fast boot, because I was like, oh, that'd work fine, fast boot. Turns out, with fast boot, you can't get into BIOS anymore, because to get in the BIOS, you have to, like, press delete, or press, like, F11 or F10 while your computer's booting, but now I didn't have time to do it, so now my computer is booting instantly, and I haven't fixed this problem. If you hold the shift button while you press restart on your computer, you can actually boot into BIOS by like going to like advanced settings or something like that. And that brings us to where we are today. So in the past couple days, I have been reorganizing stuff. I moved all my files over. PC, I'm looking at, it's looking good. We're the microphone recording from the new PC. It looks sick. It looks really, really cool. But I'm very, very happy with the build. And it was a journey. I've bought so many games in the past like 3 days because I have so many games that I can actually play on. So like right now I'm looking at, I have Elden Ring, Cyberpunk, Rust, Sea of Thieves, Grand Theft Auto, Subnautica. I can play all these games that I couldn't play on my last computer. And also Detroit Become Human. I'm pretty hyped for that one. I've always wanted to play that one. And also I have like freaking 4 terabytes. I can afford to download these games. On my other computer side, 1 terabyte, I downloaded Minecraft and that was like half the battle. If I wanted to have GTA, that was like the biggest sacrifice of my life. I couldn't have anything and I had like no space for videos and all that stuff. So my computer had been like running like nonstop for like 2 days. Trying to download all these games, and all the games are downloaded except for like 2. But in the story, we're good. I'm back to making videos. We're back to hopefully streaming, and hopefully the computer works pretty good. I think I did everything right. The VGA light, it kind of sorted itself out. I don't really know what happened with the VGA light. Everything was secured and fast and good, and this is probably gonna be like a crazy long video compared to what I usually make. And I know I called this a face reveal. I want to call this like where I've been face reveal, and it wasn't the original face reveal, but I haven't done like a video where I've done a face reveal apart from the live stream, so I was like, I might as well get like the free clicks off of this. Like obviously I have to do that, but that's where we're at today. Video should be returning. That's how the past 2 weeks of my life has been going. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and yeah, I have nothing else to say, so peace.